Springboks 16, England 15. Springboks sneak edge, sidestep. Just gently get past England. Gently. I don't know about gently. My blood pressure is not saying gently. Holy. Ooh. But that's what sets teams apart. That's what sets champion teams apart from the rest. Is when you're playing bad, you still find a way to win. That was the Springboks. England, I'm going to say, I'm wearing a Bok jersey, but England kind of deserved that win. But you have to play a full 80. And full 80 means that last 8 minutes or the last 15 minutes when it matters, the championship minutes. Whew. Springboks have put themselves in a position to go back-to-back. I've been saying it from the start of the year. We're going back-to-back. Well, we've made back-to-back finals. Oh, and what, man, these past 2 weeks for the Springboks, for Springbok fans, has just been, I wouldn't say a roller coaster of emotions, but it kind of has, man, especially with everyone's hearts. Ooh, couple of tight ones there, but they get the job done. Man, I'm going to give full credit to England. And because, yeah, some will say it was boring rugby. Some will say they disrupted the Springboks' flow of the game. But that's like, you do what you've got to do to win these knockout games. You win by, that's that famous quote, you win by an inch or you win by a mile. You win by 1 point or you win by 40 points, whatever the All Blacks want. Win's a win, baby. And that's what we're here to do, is win. So, credit to Springboks for coming back, but full credit to England. And they out-Springboked the Springboks. Up and unders is used differently nowadays. They use it in an attacking sense. You use it, where you kick, it's not just a kick and you hope for the best. They're tactically putting it in positions where the attack or the kicking side can contest to get the ball back. And England did that so well in that first quarter. I would say the first whole half, and even going into the second half. Because we saw Springboks doing that against France. England did it. They used the Springboks tactics on the Springboks. They just executed it so much better. Mitchell's box kicks, and obviously Farrell's up and unders. And then on the flip side, Springboks doing it, and Freddie Stewart was just disposing of all bombs. I think that's the phrase you use. He's so good under the high ball. Freddie Stewart, I think he was England's, if England had a man of the match, it would be Freddie Stewart. Just everything. And I've heard someone say on another podcast, one of his teammates saying that they've never seen him knock a ball or drop a ball. I believe that. He looks so good under the high ball. And that was one of the reasons why they picked him above Marcus Smith, I think, just because of how good he was on the high ball. And they were going to test him, and the Bokke did test him that way. And he come up trumps. I think he did really well there. Unlike Springboks, bad start. Like I said, not gathering up, not gathering the up and unders. Their first 2 or 3 lineouts went astray. Yes, the weather looked a bit shocking, but it goes both ways. I think Jamie George also threw a couple of skew ones. The one he threw went straight up. He was looking for the ball. So the weather conditions, but it goes both ways. I thought Maro Itoje played so well, especially in the lineouts, disrupting Springboks lineout. It's one of our strongest attacking platforms is the lineout. And England did really well to disrupt that. They obviously did a lot of homework on the lineouts. And I thought throughout the whole game, England's forwards were dominating. Well, I wouldn't say the whole game. I would say the 60 minutes. So those first 60 minutes, man, Itoje, Curry, Marler, Ben Earl, those guys were getting stuck in, just disrupting at ruck time, strong tackles, strong carries when they had the ball as well. And when it was South Africa's rucks, they were disrupting the ruck time as well, slowing the ball down or making it just being nuisance at the ruck. So Kobus Reinach had slow ball or broken up ball. He had to go in there digging for it. So man, credit to England. They, like I said, they deserved this win. But again, you have to play the full 80. I said, as long as the Springboks were within a try or kind of 10 points in and around the time that subs needed to be made, man, and that came true. There was let's not get ahead of ourselves. I thought tactically bringing Lebok off was a tactical move. I don't think he was injured at all. He was 30 minutes in. His one kick to goal was he struck it really nice and it went over. His kicks to touch, they were going out, but he was hooking them. So I don't know, but maybe just what Rassie Erasmus and Jacques Nienaber were seeing in attack, how he was marshalling the troops. Maybe that's why they made that decision. Because holy, to bring Pollard on, man, Paulie's just said, "All right, boys, jump on my back. Let's go, baby. Let's go." Just, I don't think he feels pressure. Pollard, I don't think he feels pressure. Oh, he kicked 100%. His kicks to touch, that one late in the second half where we ended up scoring the try. That kick to touch was that the skills on Pollard to nail that kick. It was, I think it was like 50 out. He went to touch, and you've got to get it at least 15 or 10 meters from that try line. And that's tight. That's angles. People say, "Oh, you've got a whole 100-meter of field to work with to kick it out to touch." No, it's angles. You want to get it as close as possible. Also, not over compensate, and then you kick it dead, and not kick it too short, because then you're not a maul is not an attacking option. He kicked it. He nailed it perfectly, and the Springboks went to the maul, disrupted. Deon Fourie almost scored, broke off the maul. I think it was one or two phases, and then RG Snyman, big boy, crashes over. Like Eben in the France game, big boys. You're going too high on them to tackle. You're not making the tackle there. There's a lot of people that send me messages, Eben Etzebeth, ? Getting subbed. And that sub looked like it worked as well. Because RG Snyman came on and scored that try. Yeah, man. Oof. What a game. I'm still like, I don't know if you guys can see I'm a bit jittery here, but geez, what a game. I thought the substitutes, the subs or the bomb squad that came on, we give a moment here for Ox and Chair. Woo, boy. Salads don't win scrums. On weekends, we scrum, boss. Woo. Man, talk about instant impact. Came on tight head straight off the bat. And so I think all the subs that came on made instant impacts. I think Villy's contribution in him being able to sit on the sidelines and see what England's defense is doing, and then when he came on, being able to react to that. The first little bit of play that Villy was involved in, I'm pretty sure he sent the message to Pollard to give the little chip kick, a cross kick over, because England's defense was so rushed. The space is then behind them. They got the kick over. Cheslin regathered, grubbed through, and Villy so close to scoring. Everyone was on the edge of their seats there. I think Deon Fourie and Kwagga Smith coming on as well, just to help us out a bit at ruck time, because Springboks were being beaten at ruck time. Again, full credit to England's forwards. They climbed in physically. They knew it was going to be a physical battle, and they matched the box there. Again, you have to match them for a full 80. You have to match them for a full 80. Yeah, like I think Farrell played well. Obviously, kicked all his kicks. That drop goal he hit, and as they were creeping in to South Africa's 22, getting around that area, I was like, they're gonna set up for a drop goal here because that would have been the game plan. In around the 10-meter line or the 22-meter line, let's go for drop kicks, and he didn't have to think twice. Struck that drop kick beautifully, went over, and that put them out. What, 15-6? Then I was like, I think that's it. Oh, the Springboks, because the Springboks only had then like Ox and Vincent Koch to come on, maybe Kwagga Smith as well, or Dion Free, one of the two. So there wasn't like massive, I'm going to score a try kind of impact subs, if that makes sense. But what those subs did do when they came on was they changed the game. I'm going to go to that scrum again. I don't know much about scrums, and I'll let the experts talk about the ref. I'm not here to talk about the ref. But I was saying, man, all we need is a penalty here. All the Bokke need is a penalty here. And credit to Oxenchair and Vincent Koch. Strong engagement, heat, and just the buck buckled. I think it was Carl Sinclair that buckled in that scrum, and penalty, man. But then I just want to go on to the kahunas of Andre Pollard. Not even, and afterwards he said, that's what fly-offs want. You want those situations. You want that pressure. You want to be in that position like this. Give it to me. Give me the ball. Let me kick it. Let me kick it over. Like Matt Damon says I don't even know. I forgot the name of the film for as Francois Pienaar. He wants us to win the World Cup. Andre Pollard took that on and he kicked the leather of that ball too. You can see in his strike, he smacked it and it went straight in between the sticks. Oh man. Again, I'm going to say it. I think Pollard should start. I think he should start in the final. It just shows how well-rounded. I hope I'm using my words right, but how well-rounded the Springbok squad is. It's really not a 15-man team. The subs make such an impact, and it doesn't matter when Jock and Rassie know exactly when to put these guys on. Pollard, in the first 30 minutes, Lebok gets subbed. Everyone's like, holy shit, what's going on here? Pollard does exactly what needs to be done. Eben Etzebeth, 45 minutes off. Everyone's like, what? He's our enforcer. RG Snyman. Siya off. Dion Fourie and Kwagga Smith come on for Dwayne Vermeulen. And then Frans Malherbe and Kitsoff off. Oxenchair and Vincent Koch come and close it out. How good. Even Willie at the time, I think Damien Phillips had just made a mistake. That would have, and then he got subbed. That could have, but I would say they could have hurt him, but these guys know not to take things personally. I seen Lebok came out after the game and said that. They asked about him being subbed in the 30 minutes, and he said he doesn't take it personally. He knows Andre's going to come on and seal the game or do what needs to be done for the team. No one is taking things personally. That's winning mentality. That, again, it wasn't the prettiest of wins, but championship teams are made. We know it's a championship team when they're playing badly and they still figure out a way to win. And Springboks did that. Again, full credit to England. They should, if they just kept that physicality up and that what they were doing for that full 80, they could have snuck it in there. But man, if you want to win the world, you want to be the champion, you got to beat the best. And Springboks found a way to win. Here's looking forward to the final, All Black Springboks. Who's going to be the first nation to win the 4th World Cup title? Holy. But we'll get to that soon. Guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. Holy, who was your man of the match? Oh, man. Oof, we've got one more week left of the World Cup. Oof, I'm sad. Can we start it over? Can we play another World Cup? Oh, I don't think my nerves will take it. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.